If you are trading crypto and still asking whether Binance or Phemex is better, you might be asking the wrong question, because the real problem is not which exchange is better. The real problem is whether your exchange is quietly pushing you to trade worse. Most people think they lose money because of bad entries or bad strategies. But for many traders, the real reason is the environment they trade in. Today we are breaking down Binance versus Phemex, not by hype, not by brand power, but by how each exchange affects your behavior, your risk, and your long-term results. Binance is massive. It has everything. Spot, futures, options, earned products, NFTs, launchpads, and constant new features. On the surface, that sounds perfect. But more features also mean more temptation, more buttons to click, more reasons to trade when you shouldn't. Phemex is very different. It doesn't try to be everything. It is built around trading, especially derivatives, fewer distractions, fewer products fighting for your attention. And that difference alone already changes how most traders behave. Most Binance versus Phemex videos compare fees, number of coins, or app design. That information is useful, but it's not enough, because two traders can use the same exchange and get completely different results. What really matters is how an exchange reacts to your mistakes. Does it slow you down or speed you up? Does it encourage discipline or emotional trading? This is where the real comparison starts. On paper, Binance has very competitive fees, especially if you use discounts. This makes it extremely attractive for active traders. But low fees also lower the psychological cost of clicking the buy or sell button. You feel less resistance, you trade more. Sometimes too much. Phemex fees can feel higher in certain situations, especially for taker trades. But that friction can actually protect some traders. It forces you to wait, to think twice, to trade with intention instead of impulse. Low fees are not automatically good if they lead to overtrading. Higher fees are not automatically bad if they help you stay disciplined. Binance has massive liquidity. That's a big advantage. Orders fill fast, spreads are tight, and the market feels smooth. But in highly leveraged futures trading, that same speed can work against you. Liquidation cascades happen fast. One sharp move can wipe out overleveraged traders in seconds. Phemex focuses heavily on futures and derivatives. Its trading engine and structure are designed around that use case. For some traders, this feels more controlled. For others, it feels restrictive, and that's exactly the point. Different structures favor different mindsets. If you are a part-time trader, trading after work or at night, your biggest enemy is not the market. It's overtrading and emotional decisions. An exchange that constantly pulls your attention can quietly drain your account. This is why asking which exchange is better is the wrong question. The right question is which exchange fits how you actually trade right now. Here's something most traders don't like hearing. Exchanges don't just execute your trades. They shape your behavior. When everything is fast, cheap, and one click away, your brain treats trading like a game. You chase moves, you revenge trade, you enter without a clear plan. Binance is extremely efficient at this. Everything is smooth, everything is accessible, everything is optimized for action. That's powerful, but power without discipline is dangerous. For many traders, Binance doesn't cause losses directly, but it amplifies bad habits they already have. Phemex creates a different psychological environment. Fewer features, fewer distractions, more focus on the trade itself. That doesn't make it better by default, but for some traders, it reduces noise and emotional triggers. Account size changes everything. If you have a large account, you can survive mistakes. You can absorb fees, funding, and drawdowns. If you have a small account, every mistake hurts more. One emotional trade can erase weeks of progress. This is where environment matters the most. Small accounts need structure, not stimulation. They need fewer decisions, not more options. Many small traders lose money not because their strategy is terrible, but because they are trading in an environment built for volume, speed, and constant activity. A big mistake traders make is defending an exchange like it's a sports team. Binance is not your friend. Phemex is not your enemy. They are tools, nothing more. Professional traders don't ask which exchange is the best. They ask which exchange hurts them the least based on how they trade. They switch platforms when needed. They adapt instead of staying loyal. The moment you stop arguing about brands and start focusing on behavior, your trading improves. Here's a more advanced idea. You don't have to choose only one exchange forever. You can use different platforms for different purposes. One for spot or long-term positions, one for futures or active trading, one for testing strategies, one for execution. This mindset alone separates emotional traders from systematic traders. The exchange becomes part of your system, not your identity. If this video helped you see Binance versus Phemex differently, don't rush. Take a moment to think about how you actually trade, not how you want to trade. Then choose the platform that supports that behavior. If you decide to use Phemex, use referral code IE78V7 to get 30% fee cashback. If you decide to use Binance, use referral code BACK20 to get 20% cashback on spot and futures trading. The links are in the description below. These bonuses won't make you profitable, but they will reduce unnecessary losses while you build discipline. I'm not here to tell you which exchange is the best. I'm here to help you stop losing money to mistakes nobody warns you about. If you want more honest breakdowns like this, subscribe and stay safe. Trade smart, not emotional.